you can just keep him pinned there. So what he's doing, he's controlling his upper extremities, the upper shoulders, and now the hips. And by extension from the hips, the legs as well. Let's look at some things. So very simple one to do. So I've turned him over and he's here, okay? Now, you want to control some control points. Let's think, in judo concept and theory, it really works. You have 4 areas. You have the 2 shoulders and the 2 hips. That's called shiho, the 4 corners of the body, okay? And that's why in judo concepts and theories, it's worked for well over 100 years because, I mean, it just works. It's anatomy works. So what we're going to do is to take control of those 4 corners to the best we can. Okay, so it's a shiho type situation. And it's basically a side control position here. So I've turned him over, bam, and not, now with this hand, the hand that's close to the head, I want to hook under and I want to put my elbow to my knee and just kind of start bending him. Again, make it very uncomfortable for him, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab something here to control, okay? All right, so I've got the head control. Now I'm starting to lay pressure chest to chest on his chest. I don't want to be here. I want to be my chest, my pec right on his pec. Okay, like this, okay? Now, with my other hand, I want to control his other hips and lower extremities. So I've got his upper extremities pretty well controlled up these 2 corners here, right? So I'm going to control these corners. Now, we're going to show, now in Yoko Shiho Gatami, side 4 corners, okay? I'm going through here, those work quite well. And you might even just put your hand there. But what really is good to start with, put your hand just right here, kind of put your hand under his butt, okay? And we call that a hand check or a hip check. And I can control him here. If he knows anything about ground fighting, his first reaction is he's going to shrimp in and turn into me. Boom, like that. And then I've lost him. So you got to figure he knows enough to do that. So I want to keep him from turning into me, so I'm just going to put my hand right here. Once you've done, you've checked his hips. You've kept him from turning into you. And you might have to keep him there for the whole time. He says, I'm going to keep trying to bridge into you because he knows if he can get his foot in there, he can pull you in his guard, right? Okay? Well, Derek didn't want that to happen. So this is a good way to hand shake. Stop it. Right? And eventually, so you can start, look how you pinned him down there. There are all variations of these. You can just keep him pinned there. So what he's doing, he's controlling his upper extremities, the upper shoulders, and now the hips. And by extension from the hips, the legs as well. So let's just work on this very basic concept. It's a simple move, it really is. So you start, control the head, like we did, and with your left hand, if you need to, you can. So if you sense him, you may have him already in a Monogatami, and he's turning in. So Ben, he might have to hip check. See that? So that's how you keep him from turning in. You may have already established your pin. And if he does that, there you go. And that's just a very simple thing that really works.